Hello and welcome to Crypto Exposed. Got another one, guys, more bullish news for HBAR. So I was on X recently and I saw this post by the HBAR Bull, and it's in regards to an interview that he did with Rob Allen, and really found this interesting when I watched this. This is just a short clip and it's just in regards to how Flutterwave, which is a company who are developing with Hedera, how they're basically going to help benefit to the Hedera ecosystem. And I really like what he said here, because some of this stuff is things that I've said to you guys before. And I think this is what will help just reassure you guys that when you see some of these things happening right now and you don't just see price action right now, this is why I try and tell you guys not to get too caught up in price right now, because you may not see right away when you just hear, okay, this is what this company is doing, or this is what this new partnership is, but you will see in the future. This is where the value will come through. So I got this quick clip here from the interview with Rob Allen, who is an executive director with the Hashgraph Association. And this is where he's just explaining in regards to how Flutterwave will help with the Hedera ecosystem. I'm not going to play the video as always for copyright purposes, but I've got a few bullet points of what he said, so I will let you know the main things that I want to address here. Okay, so as I say, HBAR Bull asked him, how is the Flutterwave going to add to the Hedera ecosystem? So the first thing he said, it's scale. That's straight away the first thing he said, and I agree. This is going to help to show Hedera's level of scaling on a huge level, right? So this is what he said. It's going to scale not on like a local level, not a national level, but like a continental level without compromising security and remaining sustainable, right? And they're saying that they feel that Hedera is the network that can prove that can show that, right? So again, what is that doing? It's showing you the power of Hedera, how stable the network is, right? This is going to be appealing to investors, right? Institutional adoption, yeah? And developers, right? Because they're seeing the power of what it can do as a network. So completely there with it right now. I agree. Then he said making a difference for people's lives, right? If I'm thinking rightly, and I could be off on this because I didn't check, I'll be honest with you, and I should have done that, but I think the Flutterwave are the guys who are helping to do the banking, the unbanked, if I'm remembering rightly, and I think they want to be helping people in Africa. So if that's what they're talking about, I think that might be what it's in relation to. And what do I say to you guys when I do some of these videos? Don't always just think about price, guys. Think about how this technology is going to help not just your life, but other people's lives as well, right? This is the great thing about crypto that I like. Yes, it's great that we're going to be in a position to make a lot of money out of these companies at a certain point when these cryptos go up in value. But I also like the fact that this technology can benefit my life and other people's lives. It's great to know that you're in networks that are actually going to change the world for the better. Like, I really like that. And I always say that in my videos, guys. I say, yes, cool, we're going to make money from this, but you know, let's think about the way that we're helping people's lives as well, like the benefits that this is going to give to people too. So I like that he said that, because that's very much my line of thinking also. He then also said it adds credibility to the things that the network claims, like the statements they make, right? Which is, of course, great, because, you know, when they're making certain claims about, for example, like TPS and that kind of stuff, well, at the time, it can all sound like, it can sound good, but can you actually prove that? Can you actually do these things that you're saying, right? Are these more ambitions rather than actual statements of facts that the network can do, right? Or are you working towards some of the things that you're saying rather than the actual network can do some of the things that are being said? So again, this is show and prove, right? So when you see the network achieving these kind of things that they're talking about, it's proving to everyone that yes, Hedera has got the power to do the things that they're talking about. It does add the credibility to the things that people are saying about the network and what it can do, right? Again, couldn't agree more with that. And then just kind of finishing up on this, he says it's going to drive liquidity to the market. It's going to obviously drive throughput, which drives it to scale, which adds to the transactions per second, which creates network revenue. So that's where obviously the price comes in and how it affects the price. overall, I completely agree with everything he said. To be honest, I couldn't agree more with everything that he said. Completely on the same page here. And this is what I'm saying to you guys. You can go and watch the clip if you want. It's on the HBAR Bulls X profile. It's also being reposted by Hedera, so you can check it out on their profile also if you want. But don't always just look at the here and now. It's not always just an overnight thing. It's not like, hey, this partnership's come through, so the price is just going to go through the roof tomorrow. Like, these are things where the things are in place, and then they've got to execute these things, right? The things have still got to be done. It doesn't just mean, okay, the hearsay happens and then everything just suddenly just rises. Like, that's not how it works, right? Partnerships get built, they get formed, and then they have to actually start doing the work on what they actually want to do within that partnership and execute in the plan of the partnership, right? So, you know, like, what you're hearing here is the use case and how the use case can add value to the network. So this isn't like just hearsay, guys. This isn't just me saying this or whatever. Like, you can hear the professional guys also telling you the same thing. So while yes, the price right now isn't booming and we are in a bear market, so can we all just please remember that? But this is the kind of stuff, the use cases, the utility that is going to drive value to Hedera long term, right? So you're seeing all these kind of things, you're seeing all these kind of partnerships. All this is going to be adding value to Hedera. It's going to be making it look appealing to developers to want to work on Hedera, which is going to add to adoption. Maybe institutions will be then having their eyes on Hedera. We've already heard that there are big names who want to work with Hedera. I've told you that before in some of my previous videos. So it's all adding to what Hedera is looking in terms of appealing as a network of choice, right? So overall, I think this is great. I completely agree with everything that he said. And if you guys need that kind of confirmation because you're not seeing the price right now, well, just watch this and you can hear Rob speaking about it for yourselves. And then you have that confirmation that, you know, this isn't just a YouTuber saying something for the sake of saying something, because I'm not someone who tries to mislead the audience. I'm not trying to do like hype content or anything like that. Whenever I'm doing videos, I'm trying to do videos of substance and go with like facts and data to prove what I'm saying. And this kind of stuff is just backing up the kind of things that I'm telling you guys. So for me, again, this is showing you Hedera's utility and how it can actually scale Hedera on a continental level. Can they make it sustainable? Yes, they're saying that they can. I believe them. We've got no reason to not believe them at this point. And they're showing proving, guys. They really are. So real bullish stuff here, and I think you guys should probably just have a quick listen. Not that he's not, I mean, I've really covered off the main parts of what he said. The clip's only 1 minute and 45 seconds, but you're just hearing it from the horse's mouth, basically. Do you know what I mean? You're getting it directly from him, so you're not having to just take my word for it. And it can give you just that bit of comfort in knowing, okay, yeah, I understand. Yes, this is going to add to Hedera's value overall, you know, so all these things that you are seeing, they are the building blocks in terms of adding value to the network overall. Okay. But what do you guys think about this from what you've heard? Does this make you bullish on HBAR now? Does this make you feel a little bit more comfortable and feel like there is a value being added to the network, which should hopefully reflect in price in the future? Or do you not really feel that fazed by this? Is this not something that's really eased your mind in any way, shape or form? And do you not really think this is going to be great for HBAR price at all? Let me know your thoughts, guys. I'd be interested to hear. Thank you very much for watching this. If you did like it, please remember to drop a comment, like, and subscribe. But until next time, take care.